Hello, MARAC. Thank you for joining us today for the University of Mary Washington's virtual tour of our digital collections, hosted by Special Collections and University Archives. First, to begin, if you'd like to view our digital collections, you can approach it by one of two ways. You'll begin by going to our main library website, which is libraries.umw.edu. This will get you here at our main page. You can approach it again by a couple of ways. You can go visit our Special Collections tab right here, or from the main page, you can go straight to search the digital archives. This is how I'm going to approach it today. Our digital archives page will take you to our Universal Access Preservica site. The direct URL to get to this page is umw.access.preservica.com. This is the landing page for our digital collections page. The links at the top will get you back to our library's main page or to our Special Collections and University Archives subpage. On our homepage, we have 6 featured collections, as well as links for search tips, copyright and citation help, and our contact information, which will take you back again to the Special Collections and University Archives main page. The search box here will allow you to search throughout our collections, and this box here will allow you to browse all of our collections. So you can begin by clicking on one of our featured collections. These are typically our most popular. Or you can go to Browse. Let's start by browsing all collections so we can see what we have. Here on our Browse page, you can see a list of all of our digital collections. These are materials that have been digitized and are intellectually a part of University Archives and Special Collections. Some of these materials are born digital, such as our UMW blogs collection. I'd like to take you through a few of these collections today so you can see the different types of materials that we have. First, I'd like to show you our Alumni Oral History collection. The Alumni Oral History collection is a collection that we've been working on in partnership with Dr. Erin Devlin's public history class, History 441. Students in her class conduct interviews with alumni associated with different alumni affinity groups, such as the LGBTQ Alumni Affinity Group and the Black Alumni Affinity Group. And through these stories, alumni are able to share their unique experiences, and we are able to preserve them so that future generations of UMW students and the public at large can have a greater perspective on the types of experiences that students had and have at the University of Mary Washington. Currently in our collection, we have interviews from alumni from the LGBTQ affinity group who participated in the interview project. You can see, if you click on one of the interview pages, that each interview has its own descriptive metadata. The descriptive metadata includes the name of the narrator, the name of the student who conducted the interview, as well as several subject headings. These subject headings provide comprehensive linking across our collections. You can also see that the interviews include both the audio and a transcript. Students created the transcript based on an in-house style guide, and every interview will come accompanied with a full transcript that is full text searchable. You can also see in the left-hand sidebar some of those subject headings that we saw in our descriptive metadata. There are many involved in this collection, but if you wanted to choose one, let's say we wanted to look at the ones associated with drag shows, could click drag shows, and we could see the interviews where that is a relevant subject heading. Now let's return to our main browse page, and we can look at a few other collections. I'd like to show you one of the ones that is probably one of the most popular with our alums, which is our University Publications page. The University Publications page has links to all of our digitized publications. These include limited run, student created content like Static, which ran briefly for a period of time, Prometheus, which also ran briefly. It also includes long-running publications like the commencement programs, the Battlefield, which is the UMW yearbook, and the student newspaper, which has changed names 3 times, and we have almost every edition going back to the very first. If we take a look in the commencement programs, this is one of the collections that alums like to look at because it helps them find their friends. And you can see we have commencement programs going back to the 1912 commencement, which was the very first commencement at Mary Washington. Now, if you wanted to locate a person, say you were looking for yourself or you were looking for a friend, let's look for myself. I'll search for my last name here in this box. And this will search only this collection. And it returns the 95th commencement in 2006, which is about right because that is the year that I graduated. And if I click on this commencement program, you can see that we have a digitized version. And right here, by clicking on this magnifying glass, I can do a full text search of this document only. And I can see here that it returns myself, and it's the only match. And if we go back to University Publications again, perhaps we want to look in the yearbook, our Battlefield, to find somebody that we know. So I'm going to search within the Battlefield, and I'm going to find somebody that I know. And it looks like that person shows up in 2 versions of the Battlefield. And I believe his senior picture will be found in 2002. And again, if I want to locate more closely, I can search right here in this document. And if the name that I'm looking for occurs multiple times, we can see how it will be highlighted several times throughout. This is taking me to the index page, so I can see that the person that I'm looking for would be on page 168. But I don't even need that because here's the person that I'm looking for. So I found the name, and here's his picture. So this is a feature that our alumni and our reference librarians also enjoy if people contact us looking for specific people. And you can do that type of full text searching throughout all of our collections. If we return to the Browse page, the last collection I'd like to share with you is our Centennial Image collection, which is another very popular collection. It's majority made up of photographs. And this collection contains over 1,000 historic photographs from the university's very earliest days. You can see we have different facets for you to refine. So if you wanted to look at the absolute earliest photos that we have, beginning in 1910, you can see some of these available here. Here you can see our very first library. And again, all of our materials will have descriptive metadata included in them. These will also have linked subject headings. So in some cases, we will have linked buildings. So if you were a person who was searching for all of the materials on one building on campus, you'd be able to find all of the photos across our collections. So this is returning all of our Monroe Hall subjects. And I'd encourage you to once again visit our website on your own time to view more of our digital collections. We have some fascinating material in our James Farmer collection and our Venus Jones oral history collections as well. Thank you for spending time with us today. I hope you've enjoyed the brief tour through our digital collections. And please feel free to reach out to us at the University of Mary Washington Special Collections and University Archives. My name is Sarah Appleby. My colleague Angie Kemp, Head of Special Collections and University Archives, is also here with me. We're happy to answer any of your questions at any time. Please reach out. Thank you again for joining us. Have a great day.